Hello and welcome to another installment of Let's Play Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII. Last time, we finally got around to punching some sense into Snow. His plan had been to commit suicide to stop chaos from spreading, and we managed, with Sarah's help, to convince him not to do that. There was plenty of punching involved. Very exciting. So at this point, I think we're pretty much close to the time when Hope will summon us back up to the mothership, and I think we'll probably just, run some side quests until then and then figure out what to do. So, let's go ahead and read this. How to perform miracles. Snow was never the type to think things through. There's no forgetting that. 1,000 years ago, when Cocoon was still floating in the sky, we were marked as the sea. That cursed pact with the foul sea gods gave us great strength, but condemned us to a terrible duty. A duty that Snow brushed aside like it was nothing in order to save Sarah and our world. I know he hasn't changed. He's just tired. He is still capable of miracles. I wouldn't accept anyone less into my family. Hooray for Miracle Snow! Alright, so hold on. Let me see. What do we have in terms of quests? In terms of side quests. Okay, so we've got... These look like... What is this even? Oh, this one, right. I have to come back at noon. I have not forgotten you guys. Don't worry. And what's this one? Oh, that girl, okay. Family food. Oh, okay, the one with the restaurants. I guess we can maybe do that. I'm supposed to eat at every restaurant or something like that. Lightning's task is to visit the top dining and drinking spots in the Glutton's Quarter and then report back to Gordon Gourmet at the Banquet of the Lord. The establishments are the Terrace Cafe, Fishy Flavors, the Meat Grill, the Veggie Parlor, the Stand and Sip, and the Banquet of the Lord. Okay, we can do that as long as we're here. Oh, and this, I have no idea what this is about. It's like weird kid where I'm supposed to find notes or something. Okay, right, there's clock tracking. Some girl, I have to find items for her. Chaos Seeds and that dragon thing. This chick makes me listen to her weird stories. I don't actually remember what this guy wanted me to do. Right, there was something in Euston. We have to show his engagement ring around Euston. In the finest restaurants. Okay, so we can kill two birds with one stone here. And voices from the grave. Okay, we have to find a ghost. I remember that. Then there's the Wildlands. We'll ignore that for now. And the Dead Dunes, we don't have anything active at the moment. Okay. Yeah, so I guess at this point, pretty much, I've just got this open right now, because we finished this, finished this, finished this. Alright, so let's head for the Glutton's Quarter. It sounds like that's where we need to go. Which means... I think I'm also going to just let time flow at this point, because... well... My chronostasis is going to refill when I go back up to the mothership, I think. Doesn't it? I think it does. Maybe. I don't actually remember. Alright, let's see. We are going out. Wait, what's this? Why is there... Oh, this was my custom destination, that's right. Can I leave? Can I leave? Thank you. I don't want to sit in here forever. Let's use one chronostasis. EP abilities. Chronostasis. Why is there no music? This is really boring. Can I have some music or something? Whee! Alright. What was that? Silvered metal. Right? Wait, no, we don't want to go down here. We wish to go... Oh my god, that noise. Let's go away from here first. Well, we'll start with that. Hello, shop owner. Are there actually any monsters out right now? Or is that just, like, not gonna happen?
Oh, he's so late. What's he doing?
Hello? The heck? What is with these chocobos everywhere? I don't understand. What am I missing? Okay, so we need to find these restaurants. Which ones do we need? All of them, right? Can I actually see which one is which? No, it's not gonna let me. Alright, no problem. Alright, so we need to find the woman to whom the engagement ring belongs. Terrace
Cafe here on the
Cafe.
first floor is always open to everyone.
Okay, that's
Welcome.
great.
We have a popular selection of sweets.
Hooray. Yes, I will consume something. Let's have a fluffy flan.
Our customers come here to put down their shopping bags and rest their weary feet. Our cakes and sweets are the perfect pick-me-up for just about everyone. We
That's
put
good
a
to
lot
know.
of love into our cakes, and that's what makes them so good. They're like treats for your palate and soul.
Wonderful. You have mastered the way of the pâtissier. Okay. Restaurants visited 1 out of 6.
That was useful information, but you still have more to learn. You should visit more
Hope.
restaurants in the Glutton's Quarter.
Hope, I want to talk to the chocobo. Shut up. Okay. Okay, whatever. Can I talk to her? No. Maybe... Would she be the engagement ring person? Hold on. That one up there is the... Yeah, that's the one up the stairs. Okay, so let's ignore that for now. Let's see if these ones are actually open. The meat grill. Hello.
Step right up. Get the best meat and kebabs in Houston.
Yes, I would like to eat. Give me a beefy burger.
Our meat is shipped directly from the wildlands. We use only natural ingredients, none of that synthetic stuff. Grilling and roasting are the best. The key is knowing how to seal in the juices and flavors. And we do that better than anyone else.
Great. Alright, we've learned to...
Light, I'm glad you're enjoying all the food, but I hope all these rich meals don't slow you
Will
down.
you shut up? That's rude. Don't call me fat.
Raw, broiled. Every one of our fish is fresh caught and delicious.
Okay, so we have the way of the rotissier. And now we're gonna have starfish and chips.
We get our seafood fresh every morning. Comes straight out of the ocean. Tastes great raw or grilled. A chef is even more important when preparing uncooked dishes. The way you slice a tuna makes all the difference in the world.
Okay. Mastered the way of the poissonnier. Okay.
You're gonna be a real food connoisseur by the time this is over. You
That's
just have
the
3
plan.
more restaurants left to visit.
Yeah. Quiet.
Don't forget all
Hello.
Welcome. How can I be of help?
Oh, do I get a drink? Let's get drunk, Lightning.
From the elegant simplicity of straight spirits
Somehow
on
I don't
rocks
think
to
much would
complex
change.
and fruity concoctions with little umbrellas, we serve all kinds of drinks. Cocktails can be served chilled or warm, shaken or stirred. Everyone has their own preferences. We encourage customers to consult with our staff to create the perfect cocktail to accompany their evening.
Okay, master the way of the sommelier. Great.
2 more places, Light, and you'll have managed to sample all the popular restaurants of the Glutton's Quarter.
That's the plan. Thank you for reminding me every 30 seconds.
How would you like to
Hello.
enjoy the healthy fruits of the earth?
You are really creepy. Give me some pea soup.
Even kids who hate greens love my veggie dishes. Vitamins in vegetables are determined by their color. You want a wide variety for a well-balanced diet.
Okay. Master the way of the entremere. Or however that's pronounced. I'm not going to pretend
Almost
to know.
there, Light. You have 1 more restaurant left to visit.
Yeah, and it's not that guy. He's the one with the fried niblet hairballs. I'm not going to relive that one, thank you. Okay, so what we do get to do is climb up those stairs. No, please stop. You are annoying, sir. Alright, let's see.
Here at the banquet of the Lord, we are happy to welcome and
There's
treat-
another girl,
Chaos is slowly destroying heaven and earth.
but I can't talk to either of those women right now. Alright. Hey, you.
Hello, welcome.
Business is good.
It is, thank you. Word of our shop's special flavor has quickly spread through word of mouth. This city is known for its gourmet restaurants, but none can hold a candle to the chefs we have assembled in our kitchens.
The best chefs in the city, huh? Lackley mentioned his missing fiancée was a great cook. I wonder.
Ma'am, is there something I can help you with?
Sure. Do you know this ring?
I hope so. I'm looking for someone by the name of Filiana. According to her fiancé, she was a fantastic cook. Does this ring look familiar to you at all?
You show him Lackley's ring.
Oh, yes, of course. I recognize that. The woman was a wonderful cook indeed. Though the strange thing is, I never knew her by the name of Filiana.
I don't really care.
She may have assumed another name. Was the woman you knew beautiful enough to turn the head of every man in the room?
Now, this is taking quite an odd turn. She was no doubt a very handsome woman, but very advanced in age. I suppose she must have been beautiful enough to turn heads once, but she was undeniably an old woman.
I
Of
see.
course, we are all old now that we don't age, but she must have been quite elderly already when time stopped for all of us.
An old woman? I suppose that can't be Lackley's lost fiancée.
Well,
but
why not?
where is she now?
I'm afraid I don't know. The lady in question fell ill and left our restaurant. I believe she moved to Luxarian to live with the support of an old friend there.
Do you know how to reach her? Or that friend of hers?
Unfortunately, I don't know that woman's name or anything else about her. I saw her only once. She was a young woman, and if I recall correctly, wearing a rather unusual hat. Perhaps she was her daughter.
I see. Thanks for your time. You've been a great help. Lackley's ring ended up on the finger of a beautiful but old woman somehow.
What do
It's
you mean
possible Filiana
somehow?
sold the ring. I'm not looking forward to telling Lackley about it, but he deserves the truth. He needs to know.
What if he just likes elderly women? What's wrong with that? Is this restaurant not open? How do I get a table here? Yo.
This is the famous welcome.
There we go, okay. The snow special. Oh yes, I will have that. Thank you very much.
When offering a complete dining experience to discerning patrons, superb food and excellent drinks are not enough. One must always anticipate the needs of your patrons. I am constantly assessing the dining space from the viewpoint of my customers, the comfort, the decor.
Okay.
Our customers want more than just a meal. They come for the memories they can savor for years to come.
Okay, well, the snow special sounds like something in a cheap diner, so you have mastered the way of the garçon. I don't know how to pronounce that. Not gonna pretend. Hooray!
Well, you visited all the best restaurants. What do you say, Light? Do you feel like you've learned all there is to know?
Listening to scraps of advice from chefs won't make me an expert. Besides, most of what they told me was common sense, and they didn't tell me anything I hadn't heard before.
Maybe you should go back and talk to a real expert. Go to the banquet of the Lord and see what Gordon Gourmet has to say.
I'm right here. Quiet.
Well, how goes the culinary tour?
I did what you suggested. I visited the top restaurants in the neighborhood.
That is excellent news. So now let me give you the advice I promised. If Seedy's restaurant wants to turn its business around... wait, let me ask you something first. You've eaten at Seedy's and at the best establishments in Yusnan. Why don't you tell me what you think is the main difference between the two? I'd be interested to hear your opinion.
Oh,
in
boy.
your own words, of course.
Why? Is this some kind of test?
Yes, exactly. Now tell me, what did all the successful restaurants have in common that poor old Seedy's lacks?
Let me see. Everyone I spoke to was helpful. They seemed honest and open. I don't think they were lying to me, but something seemed off.
Oh, would you care to elaborate?
Well, it almost felt like they were hiding something from the customers.
Really?
But it wasn't as if they were deliberately lying or trying to deceive anyone. In fact, I don't think they realized it themselves. They thought they were telling me everything they knew.
How did you get
Yes,
this?
that's it. It was unconscious, like an instinct. They were hiding something, but they weren't doing it deliberately at all. I'd say the very best chefs, restaurant managers, and bartenders all share some kind of secret. It's like a special
the
ingredient
heck?
that makes their food stand out from the others.
What a wonderful deduction. You have hit the nail on the head. To think you discovered this answer only after visiting a few establishments.
Well, I sure didn't, so I don't know how Lightning did this.
The best, most successful restaurants have a certain je ne sais quoi, a secret something that makes their offerings unique. And finding that something, that is what I do best. In other words, if the restaurant does not already have a special something, then I simply cannot help it.
Then what about Seedy's? Do you think you can help him?
I can tell you this, the chef there already knows his secret. The talent is there to make that restaurant a success. Unfortunately for him, the secret spice that gives his dishes flair is extremely rare. He cannot secure supplies, and that is why he struggles. Let me be specific. Once upon a time, Seedy's recipes all featured the spice commonly known as civet musk. But then supplies dried up and the restaurant fell into a long decline.
You seem to know a lot about Seedy's.
Well, a long time ago, let's just say we have a close history and leave it at that.
Fine by me. All I need to know is that if I can find this spice, the restaurant should start bringing in customers.
Yes, exactly. The problem is the spice is not easy to find. In fact, the only way to acquire it would be to defeat certain monsters. Such a shame. All for want of a single spice, his restaurant is failing. He has the recipe for success. He just needs the final ingredient.
Oh boy. Okay, civet musk. Civet musk, Seedy's special ingredient, can be obtained from Beast Schrodinger in Central Avenue. Defeat the monster and show Gordon Gourmet the item. Don't we already have this? Wait, don't I already have this? Shut up for a second, Hope. What would it be under? Components? Other items, maybe? I thought we picked up something civet musk before. Would it be a key item, maybe? Yeah, I see it. I see it. It's right there. Okay, cool.
So it turns out this civet musk is a precious commodity. Why don't you let Gordon Gourmet know you have some? He can tell you what to do next.
Alright. Show the civet musk to Gordon Gourmet. Sure.
Ha! I'd recognize that fragrance anywhere. You found civet musk.
Why didn't you recognize it
Thank you
earlier?
Indeed. It's very kind what you're doing. Seedy's is lucky to have you on its side.
Why are you thanking me? If anyone should be grateful, it's me, and the owner of Seedy's, for all of your helpful advice.
Oh, quite so. When you put it that way, of course you're right. I just get caught up in a project and start thinking it's my own restaurant I'm saving. But back to business. Here, I developed this new and original recipe. I want you to take it back to Seedy's together with the civet musk you acquired. The owner will be waiting anxiously for you.
So, you still don't want to meet him yourself?
I'm afraid that won't happen. Not ever again. However, that doesn't stop me from wishing him and Seedy's the very best. Please tell him that whatever happens, I'll be praying for his success.
Okay, Gordon Gourmet's recipe.
Lightning, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yes.
Do you remember what the owner of Seedy's told us when we met?
You mean the story about his son that ran away from home when the restaurant started struggling? Great minds, Hope. We've both been thinking that maybe this son of his went on to become a famous food expert.
And that's why Gordon won't meet Seedy's owner. But he still clearly wants to help out. Let's take the civet musk and recipe to Seedy's.
Okay.
It's Gordon Gourmet. He's visiting the banquet of the Lord.
Yeah, I'm aware. I've already spoken with him, thanks. Hand over Gordon Gourmet's recipe.
Gordon Gourmet created a new recipe for you. You should make it with this civet musk. Do that and you'll be able to save your restaurant. At least, that's what he said.
Why, thank you! This is wonderful! How can I ever repay you?
Some stat boost might be nice,
This
and
is
maybe
incredible.
a soul.
Everything is here in black and white. A groundbreaking dish. I'd never have thought to do half the things in this recipe. The genius of Gordon Gourmet oozes from every word.
Notice anything else?
About the recipe? No, not particularly. It's well organized, written in a clear hand. Wait. This handwriting, it looks strangely familiar. Yes, I've seen it before. These swirls, these bold loops. Could it be?
I think so. It turns out Gordon Gourmet has a secret identity. He's your long-lost son.
He is?
Surprise!
And you're sure it was him who created this wonderful recipe? But more importantly, he's in this town. Is he happy?
You have nothing to worry about. He's doing great. Except, I'm really sorry, but I don't think he wants to see you again. I can't tell you where he is.
But why? Yes, we quarreled when he left, but that was a long time ago. Is he still angry at me?
Do you have a message for him? I can make sure he gets it.
Well, how about this? I'm gonna make his dish just like the recipe lays out. Would you be so good as to deliver it to him? At the very least, I want him to try it. Truth be told, what I really want to tell him is to come back to Seedy's and work with me. Perhaps if he knew that I still haven't lost my touch, would that be enough to entice him back? I don't know.
Well, I can
I
run
don't
the
think
errand.
words alone will do it, but if he tries your dish and likes it, that might be enough for him.
Alrighty.
And there it is, finished at last. Here, please, I want you to be the first to taste it.
All right. I'm feeling hungry anyway.
The delicious dish restores all your HP. Well, that's nice. I wasn't missing any.
This might be the most delicious thing I've ever had in my entire life. Really, it's incredible.
Why, thank you. Although all the credit must go to my son, it was his doing. Here, I've made enough for one more. I've asked you for many favors, but would you do this last thing for me?
Yes, I'll take it to him.
I'll take it to Gordon Gourmet.
Alright, steak a la civet. Let's go back. Lightning the errand runner. Whoops. Whoops, not this way. This way.
You have half an hour.
Oh, be
until
quiet.
You'll be transported back to the Ark.
Blah, blah. Hopefully I can make it over here in half an hour.
Welcome, everyone, to the banquet of the Lord.
Hello, sir.
Our own little palace
Hand
for
over.
all to
Will you
enjoy.
be quiet? Steak a la civet. Here you go.
Oh, do I smell what I think I smell? I do, don't I? That must be my recipe.
Yes, the owner at Seedy's insisted that I bring you a portion so you could taste it for yourself.
I see. Well, then... Oh, yes, a perfect balance of fuzzy mutton and civet musk. The palate sings. It's a microcosm of culinary delight, a theme park of olfactory and gustatory attractions. And if you think that's hyperbole, I've only just begun. This is even better than I imagined. I always knew he was a skilled chef, but this...
So, why don't you go back there and help him out again in the kitchen?
Go back? What do you mean? I've never... Oh, all right.
Well, that was easy.
The cat's out of the bag. You've somehow figured it out. What my true identity
Somehow.
is. Yes, I admit it. I am indeed the son of the owner of Seedy's restaurant. It was a long time ago, but one day we quarreled, and I left the shop vowing never to return. We fought over cooking, you see. But even after I left, I vowed that one day I would rebuild the restaurant. That's what started me on my journey to becoming Gordon Gourmet. Since then, I devoted every waking hour to learning about the culinary arts. After many years of study, I finally had an epiphany. I realized what Seedy's restaurant needed to regain its former glory.
You had a falling out because of the menu? But when your father saw your recipe, he was thrilled. All he could talk about was how he dreamed of you coming back. So the two of you could run the restaurant together, just like old times.
So he recognizes my ability. Oh, but it's too late. I can't go back now. The fact is, I abandoned him in the restaurant when times were tough. I'm ashamed of what I did. I can't face him again.
You mustn't feel that way, my son.
Oh,
Father,
he followed
How
me.
did you find me? My apologies to the young lady, but I wanted to see you. I followed her after she left the shop. What do you say? Let's start over. You set out on your own, did things your own way, stayed true to yourself, working hard to achieve your dreams. And now look what you can do. The recipe that you created was amazing. I've never seen the likes of it before. What can I say except that I am proud of you?
But Father, I left you.
Not in my wildest dreams could I have conceived of such a dish. Indeed, if you had given it to me back then, I doubt I would have recognized its greatness. But worse, I wouldn't have believed you could be capable of such a thing. I always underestimated you, my son. For that, you have my sincere apologies.
It's all right. And for what it's worth, I'm sorry for abandoning you and the restaurant when you were struggling to keep it going.
Looks like you two have made up.
Yes. Now let's get to it, shall we? Together.
Hooray!
We'll make Seeds a success again!
Good for you. Enjoy the niblet hairballs. Whew. Okay, I have a question. If he followed me, what if I had, like, gone to another area and, like, run a bunch of quests and fought some bosses or something and then come back? Would he have followed me the entire time? Anyway. Okay, we got Gil and a chef's hat. HP strength magic. Hooray! And 2 souls. Yum yum.
That went well. A microcosm of culinary delight, did he say? That sounds rather tasty to me. Was it as good as he said?
Want me to pick you up some takeout?
You know what I'd prefer over that? If sometime you made me one of your specialty dishes.
The heck?
I haven't spent much time in kitchens, but if you want something off a campfire grill, maybe I could rustle something up. I was never as good a cook as Sarah, but I have been told that I grill a pretty mean behemoth steak.
Alright, good for you, Lightning.